Have you ever told yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow"? It sounds harmless, right? Just one small delay. But what if I told you that one simple word later is quietly stealing your dreams? What if every time you say later, a piece of your future disappears forever? Because later doesn't arrive with a warning sign. It arrives with a feeling of comfort. And comfort is the silent killer of growth. Hours slip away while we scroll through our phones. Days pass while we just plan to start. And before we know it, years have vanished, while our dreams wait patiently in the corner, whispering, "Remember me." We all get the same 24 hours. Every successful person, every dreamer, every person who feels stuck, the difference isn't the amount of time we have, it's the choices we make with it. This is the story of a boy who almost learned that lesson too late. And maybe by the end of this story, you'll see a little bit of yourself in him. He lived in a small, peaceful town with a loving family, great teachers, and endless opportunities. He had everything a person could wish for. Everything except discipline. Whenever his mother asked him to clean his room, he'd smile and say, "Later, Mom." When teachers assigned homework, he'd think, "I'll get to it tomorrow." When friends invited him to try something new, his go-to reply was, "Maybe next time." He wasn't lazy because he didn't care. He was lazy because he truly believed he had all the time in the world. Days turned into weeks. Weeks became months. His friends grew better, sharper, and stronger while he stayed exactly the same. His parents worried. His teachers scolded him, but nothing seemed to work. He was always convinced, "I'll start tomorrow." Then came the day that changed everything. Another failed exam. Another wave of disappointment. He sat alone, feeling broken, just staring up at the sky. For the very first time, he could physically feel time slipping through his fingers like sand. In a desperate search for answers, he went to see a wise old sage who lived at the edge of town, a man everyone said held the wisdom of 100 lifetimes. The sage sat beneath a massive banyan tree, his eyes calm, his presence peaceful. "What troubles you, my child?" the sage asked gently. "Everyone says I'm wasting my time," the boy confessed. "But I don't get it. I'm young. I have plenty of time left." The sage smiled. "You are smart and kind, but you're blind to one crucial truth." "What truth?" the boy asked, leaning in. "You don't value time," said the sage. "Let me show you why." And he began his story. Once, there was a generous king who ruled a great kingdom. One day, he saw a man in the market angry. Frustrated and shouting at the world. To his surprise, it was an old friend, now poor and hopeless. The king approached him and asked, "My friend, what happened to you?" The man replied bitterly, "Life has been unfair. No one gives me a chance. They call me lazy, but no one ever helps me." Feeling a sense of pity, the king said, "Tomorrow morning, come to my palace. I will open my treasury just for you. From sunrise to sunset, you can take as much gold as you can carry. But be warned, after sunset, the gates will close forever." The man was overjoyed. He ran home, his mind racing with dreams of gold and luxury. When morning came, the sun shone brightly, but instead of rushing to the palace, he told himself, "I have the whole day. Let me enjoy a good breakfast first." He savored a large meal. Then he thought, "There's still plenty of time. I'll just rest a bit before I go." And he fell asleep. Hours passed. When he woke up, the sun was already high in the sky. He panicked for a moment, but quickly calmed himself down. The treasury isn't going anywhere. I'll just rest under this tree for a few minutes. He closed his eyes one more time. When he woke again, the sun was setting. Terrified, he scrambled to his feet and ran toward the palace as fast as his legs could carry him. But as he arrived, breathless, the massive gates were closing. "Please," he begged the guards, "let me in for just 1 minute." "The king promised me," the head guard replied sternly. Yes, he did. But only until sunset. Your time is up. The man fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. He finally realized it wasn't fate that had destroyed him, it was his own delay. The sage looked at the boy, whose eyes were now wide with understanding. Each day, he said softly, is a treasure room just like that one. Every sunrise opens its gates. Every sunset closes them. And once a day is closed, it never opens again. The boy sat frozen. I understand now, he whispered. I've been that man all along. The sage smiled. But it's not too late for you. Your treasury is still open. But you must remember it. Sunset takes something from you forever. The boy thanked the sage and ran home, his heart burning with a new sense of purpose. From that day forward, he changed completely. When his mother asked for help, he did it instantly. When given homework, he finished it the same day. When an opportunity appeared, he grabbed it with both hands. No more later. No more tomorrow. Within months, his grades skyrocketed. He learned new skills. He started helping others. People noticed the change's energy, his focus, his inner fire. Years later, when he became a successful and respected man, people would ask him, "What's your secret?" He would smile and say, "Time is the only treasure we truly own. Every moment wasted is like throwing away gold." And whenever he met someone struggling with procrastination, he told them the story of the king's treasury, the story that saved his life. Because that's what life really is, a treasury. Every morning, the gates open wide. But most people never walk in. They think they'll do it later. Until one day, the sun sets and it's too late. Procrastination doesn't kill your dreams with a loud bang. It kills them quietly, by whispering, "Not today." But later almost always becomes never. The boy in the story was lucky. He learned his lesson while he was still young. Most people don't hand. They realize too late that time, once lost, never returns. If you respect time, it will reward you. If you waste it, it will take everything from you. So ask yourself, how many times this week have you said, "I'll do it tomorrow"? How many of your dreams have you left waiting in the corner? The good news, your treasury is still open right now. This very moment. The only question is, will you step inside, or will you keep sleeping under the tree? Every successful person and every person who feels like a failure gets the same 24 hours. The only difference is what they choose to do with it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time was yesterday. The second best time is now. So, start now, before another sunset closes your treasure room forever. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more content that helps you build a better life. See you in the next one.